Alright, hello. Well, I guess now I'm out here. It's time to talk about a song Yeah, okay, so I wanted to talk about a song that I wrote a long time ago, and I just wanted to tell the story about it, just so it's out there and people can hear my story about it. The song is called Caffeine. It is a published song, so you can hear it on Spotify. It is a song that I started writing really as I was learning my first couple guitar chords, and this would have been in 2009, so when I was a junior in college. And the first song I looked up to learn after I gave in, and well, okay, so I guess I should back up. When I tried guitar the first couple times, I had some really ridiculous ideas about how music worked. So, for one thing, I had these ideas that I should be making up everything completely from scratch. And that's maybe a well-meaning idea. But I would ask advice from people, and they would say, just learn your chords. Just memorize your chords, start there, that's a good place to start. And I just didn't take the advice. I thought, I don't want to learn and play chords that other people made up. I should be making up my own chords and being fully original. And that was, just ignorance, partially not realizing that most of my favorite music was very, very basic chords, power chords, really. And so I learned my first couple chords a couple years after that. I was a junior in college, and I had learned the song Death or Glory by The Clash, which was D, A, and G, so I was familiar with those chords pretty good. And then I had also gotten familiar with C and E minor. And E major, I guess. There were a couple others. But, so I started writing this song, and first two chords are the same as Death or Glory, but I changed the order a little bit. And remember, it took me most of a night to write the first verse. I was trying to strum and sing at the same time, and that was a big accomplishment. So the chords of the song: D, A, D, G, D, A, D, G, D, C, D, E minor, D, A, D. And it took me most of a night to write the first verse, and then I felt pretty good about that. And the next couple days, I remember, I was kind of getting over a girlfriend, and I went and sat up on this pool ladder, like the ladder that you use in a pool. And there was one of those at this house I lived in college. It was a big group house. I had 11 roommates, and somebody had a pool ladder there. And I was sitting up on top of that around 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and had most of the rest of the lyrics come to me pretty much right then. And wrote it down, played and sang it a million times, showed it to everybody as soon as it was done. I was really proud of it. And so I got in touch with a friend, who I don't know if he wants his real name out there, but his music is on Spotify also. He's under George Bailey, and I strongly recommend checking out his music too. George Bailey. I think he had a record called It's a Life, and that's something to listen to. That's great music. And I got in touch with him and asked him if he would record me playing my song, and he agreed in exchange for my iPod. And so I traded him my iPod for recording the song for me, and I was pretty happy with that trade. Yeah, and so I went and recorded it, got the guitar right pretty early on, was singing the vocals, didn't realize that I didn't know how to sing, hadn't really realized that was a skill to be learned. I thought it was just talking. I don't know, ignorance, unaware. And then I started doing the bass guitar part for it, and it had a weird rhythm. The rhythm of it was like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 And he stopped me over and over and over again. I was playing it, and he says, "Oh, you're off. You played it early. You played it early." And well, he just didn't know the song. But that's how it went. I was, I guess, with that one, I'm bringing it up because it's just part of the story. But I was really upset because I was sure I was playing it right, and he just kept telling me, "Nope, I can hear it. It's wrong. It's early." And I didn't really know the vocabulary for saying, no, that is how the song goes, that's how I want it. And so I just left really not knowing what I had done wrong. I was, trying to take his word for it that he was right. And that got me practicing with the metronome. So that turned out really, really good. Because I thought that I was just having really bad timing issues, and I played with the metronome more. I mean, who knows? In retrospect, maybe I was having really bad timing issues in addition to the rhythm being on an and. But I don't know. So I recorded it with him. Wasn't really happy with it. Never showed it to anybody. Recorded it again. Got some software from my roommate. Recorded it again. Recorded it over and over and over and over again. I know at one point I recorded it with a little handheld voice recorder, and that version I did actually end up showing to people. About a year after that, I recorded it with a band. The producer lost the recordings, and so all I have of that session are the other songs and not that one, which is frustrating because I would love to have the recording, but I just don't have it. And I just kept trying to record it and be happy with it over and over again for years. And then in 2020 was when I recorded it and had one that I thought really stuck and really got what I was looking for. So that was about 11-year round trip on that song from the original idea until I completed it. And let me think. It's something that I've played with every group I've been in. And it's something a lot of times I don't always write lyrics that I think are very meaningful. And that's one where I think I actually did do a good job of that. I think the lyrics in that the lyrics in that song are stronger than a lot of my more recent work. So that's the story of the song Caffeine. I'm sure I left out parts, but that's a good chunk of it. Hope you enjoy listening to the song. It's on Spotify. Adios.